welcome. You're watching Studio Talk and I am Vinodini Hassal. Before taking you to the world of news, business, entertainment and sports, let me take you into my world. I was born and raised in South Africa and recently moved to Mumbai. I am a 9th generation trained Kathak dancer. Dance runs in my blood. I just finished schooling and I'm keen on pursuing media studies as my undergraduate degree. I also enjoy acting and swimming keeps me fit. But my heart and talent lies in performing arts and entertainment. A few years from now, I'd like to see myself hosting the country's top entertainment show. Time now for some of the biggest stories from the world of news, business, sports and entertainment. It is a big blow to the Congress party. After a terrible showing in the Lok Sabha elections, the grand old party seems to be fast losing its friends. In the latest, its ally in Jammu and Kashmir, the National Conference, has decided to go it alone in the upcoming state elections. While this alliance has been shaky, the well-known Omar Abdullah-Rahul Gandhi friendship had kept it going, but not any longer. Hoping against hope, the families of the 40 men and women abducted by ISIS in Iraq are desperate to hear what the government is doing to save their families and bring them back home. While news of one abductee escaping from the clutches of the terrorists was heartening, the gruesome stories coming out of Iraq are far from reassuring. Marukh Inayat sends us this report. It's fast turning into a mess. Investigators in Mumbai say they haven't heard from Bollywood actor Preeti Zinta on when she plans to return from the United States. Police is waiting for the actor to record a statement after she made damning allegations against former boyfriend and co-owner of Kings 11 Punjab, Ness Wadia, of molesting and abusing her. Ness Wadia has outrightly denied the charges. It has finally happened. Infosys founder and chairman Narayan Murthy stepped down from his post, paving the way for old hand Vishal Sikka to take over. Murthy will now work in the capacity of Chairman Emeritus. The change comes after a slew of resignations at the top and acute criticism of Murthy running the place like his personal fiefdom. Akanksha Sethi has the details. Expectations of a people-friendly budget and a cut in interest rates by the RBI are being seen as among the key reasons taking the Sensex to the psychologically important 20,000 mark today after 2 years. The day's rally came on the back of a strong quarterly result by software major TCS and relatively steady Asian markets. The market opened with the Sensex at 20,000, slipped a tad below that level due to profit taking, and again regrouped in later sessions as FMCG major ITC rallied ahead of its results and closed it a tad off the 20,000 mark, finally ending the day at 19,987, up 80 points. The day's rally added about Rs 26,000 crore to investors' wealth, with the BSE's market capitalization now at Rs 71 lakh crore. The last time the benchmark had seen this level was on January 7, 2011, about 2 months after it had reached its all-time peak of 21,709. It's time for the biggest carnival in the world. World Cup 2014 kicks off in Rio tonight and the opening match will feature the home side Brazil. And for the next month, the biggest teams from the world of football will try to outdo each other to emerge as world champions. While world champions Spain are hoping for a repeat, it's the home side Brazil that seems to be the hot favourites. From football to cricket, and Shah Rukh Khan's KKR has won the IPL 7, beating Kings 11 Punjab and becoming champions of the league for the second time. The grand finale turned out to be a cracker of a match, with both sides giving it all that they had. With a heavy dose of Bollywood and excellent cricket, it was a final truly IPL style. Our correspondent Sachin Rawat with the finale report. The Wrestling Federation of India seems to have used 2 different sets of rules for selecting men and women's teams for the Glasgow Commonwealth Games in July. While there are last-minute trials being held for the women's squad, no such provision is being made for the men's squad, leading to an ugly altercation. On today's show, we'll be talking about the IPL 7 grand finale between KKR and Kings 11 Punjab. It's spicing up because there's going to be a battle both on and off the field. Off the field is a fight between two Bollywood stars, Shah Rukh Khan and Preity Zinta. Yes, you heard it right. The well-known Veer and Zara will be fighting to win the 2014 title and make their teams win the IPL 7. It's your lucky day as one of you fans will get an opportunity to talk to Shah Rukh Khan or Preity Zinta and the team captains. Call now on the number flashing on your screens and don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So dial 900-400-1001 now. The cast and crew of Humshakal are going all out to promote the movie before its release. Leading the pack is of course Saif Ali Khan and Ritesh Deshmukh. And seen in tow is the director Sajid Khan. After his last debacle, Sajid is hoping this one makes magic at the box office. And even for Saif and Ritesh, a lot is being pinned on the success of the movie. Akshay Kumar never misses an opportunity to tell whoever's listening that Sonakshi Sinha is his lucky charm. In conversation with Studio Talk's Gargi Sharma, Akshay went a step further, saying, given a choice, he would ensure Sonakshi is featured in all his movies. Listen in. It's one of the biggest award nights, second perhaps only to the Filmfare Awards. This time, IFA was held along the lovely beaches of Tampa, Florida in the United States. With the who's who of Bollywood in attendance, it was truly a night to remember, especially for the NRIs in the US who got a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see all their stars up close and personal. Jackie Shroff's son knows how to move. With his debut Heropanti doing well at the box office, Tiger Shroff seems to have made his mark. But it's more in the dancing department than for acting that Shroff Jr. is getting the praises. From what I hear, he's not complaining. Time now for the review of the much talked about Two States. Directed by the debutant Abhishek Varman, the movie has a young star cast with Alia Bhatt and Arjun Kapoor in the lead roles. Adding the years are Amrita Singh and Ronit Roy. This movie is based on Chetan Bhagat's novel of the same name. The story is a romantic journey of a culturally diverse couple, Punjabi Krish Malhotra, played by Arjun, and Tamilian Ananya Swaminathan, played by Alia. The two meet in IIM Ahmedabad and fall in love. But the problem begins when they decide to get married. Both set of parents reject the love story. Through tender moments, and some funny ones too, Krish and Ananya try to overcome the obstacle. But does love conquer all? Well, that's for you to find out. A must watch. Do take the time out to watch it. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks so much for watching Studio Talk. This is Vinodini Hassel, signing off.